So, moving ahead with the journey, we are going to learn how to enter the data in your Excel worksheet. Children, you can enter the number, a text, any formula can be entered in the worksheet, but you have to follow certain steps. So, I am going to tell you what steps to be followed when you have to enter the worksheet. You remember in the previous video, we learned how to open a worksheet. We learned what is active cell and how the selection of more than one cells are done, right? So now here, what we'll do, we'll first open a new workbook with the name book 1 comes here. Its name of the sheet is first sheet. So it's coming sheet 1 over here, and then a blank sheet appears on the screen. Now, once this blank sheet is appearing, this is a start screen. What you have to do here, we'll see this particular format has to be prepared. So, in the first row, suppose in D column, we want to write my expenses. So, very simple thing is either use right arrow or directly go to the cell D1 and there type my expenses here. So, we are typing here my expenses, and after that you want this particular entire line to be merged. So, what we'll do here, we find merge and center button. So, this is a merge and center button. Just click on merge and center button. It comes in the alignment group of home. When you go in home, you get alignment. In alignment, you will find merge and center button. Okay. So, you'll see the entire line is merged and it comes in the center of your worksheet. Got it? Now, after that, what we'll do, we have to put these headings: item, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. And total. So, where is this heading coming? This heading is coming in second row. So, we have to start with A2. So, just click on the cell A2 and then type items here. We have typed items here. Okay. Then after typing item, we are going to press the right button from your keyboard and then right arrow. We put this Monday. Monday comes in B2. Then again press a right arrow. Then we write Tuesday, which comes in C2, Wednesday in D2, Thursday in E2, Friday in F2 and Saturday in G2. Then in H2 we write total. Okay. Now after writing all these things, we need to go to the next row. What is the next row, children? Here we can see row number 3, A3. So, just select A3 cell after that. A3 cell could be selected from here. You can press down arrow and go back, or you can directly go at this location and select A3. And once this is selected, you start writing the item names by pressing enter, enter, enter every time, and you will keep coming in the downward direction. It can be done by pressing down arrow. Very good. We can do it by pressing down arrow. We can do it by pressing enter key also. Okay. So, once you are in A3, write down e-tables over there, and once you have written e-tables, you come with down arrow, it will reach A4, type T, then again press down arrow, then write down milk, transport, stationery, gift, others, and then at A10 we write down total expenses. This much is clear? And after this we go to B3. Now here you are going to type the numbers. The entire data will be typed one after another, and this will help you to complete your table. Okay, then after that, when the entire entry is done, we are going to understand what are the different types of data which we can use in Excel worksheet. Okay, so we have number type of data, we have text type of data, and the third type is a formula. So whenever you work on your Microsoft Excel worksheet, remember you need to check whether you are going to enter a number, whether it is some text or some formula has to be written. So based on it, your different ways of alignment and putting the text is done. Okay, so we first come on the number data. Children, number data is also, like we also call it values, and basically whenever you are putting a number data, make sure only number data is written when you need to do certain calculations. Suppose you have your roll number. Now your roll number doesn't require any calculation. Do we have to add the roll number 3 and roll number 4 ever? No. That means that should not be a number data, it should be a text data. Got it? If you have your phone number, your house number. So there are certain data which look like a numerical data where we do not want to have some decimal values. Okay. So such data is not in the category of number data. That data comes in the text data. Okay. We only put numerical data where we have to add, subtract, put some formulas in it. That comes in the numeric data. So yes, numeric data consists the values from 0 to 9, and it also have the special characters like addition, subtraction, at the rate. These are different values, special characters which are in addition used in it. Okay, and you know Excel also stores the data and time as numbers. So when you have to store the data in the time format, that also comes in the category of number type. Okay, so by default, remember numbers are always right aligned. Children, you have started in maths. Whenever you have to write a number, you begin with ones, tens, 100. So every time, suppose the number is 25, you'll write here, we'll take this 25. We are not going to write it like this, that would be wrong. Am I right? So that means in the same way, whenever you put the numeric data in your Excel sheet, your data should be, it is automatically, I don't say it should be, it is automatically right aligned. Okay, then we come to text data. So in the text type data, we put all the labels which are coming in the worksheet, the names, the addresses. So all these things, like it contains letters, numbers, even the special characters are there. And this type of data is always left aligned. Left aligned means it starts from the left side. So like suppose you are writing your name, I am writing Anjana. So I will not start writing in this direction. I will definitely start writing like this. Okay, that means it is always starting from the left boundary. So we say it is a left aligned data. Got it? Then we come at formulas. What are formulas? Formulas has something to do with mathematics, isn't it? So these are the mathematical equations which involve number values. Then there are some operations, mathematical operations, and it also mentions the cell address. Like suppose you want to add cell B1 to B7. So these are the cell addresses which are used for performing the calculations in the worksheet, right? And formulas can have the range from the basic mathematical operations to the complex calculations. Some scientific calculations are also done on the Excel worksheet. So every time make sure when you want to write any formula, it always begins with the equal to sign. So when you suppose you have an active cell and the first thing you write in the active cell is equal to sign, that simply give the indication to the worksheet that now the user is about to write any formula inside it. Understood? Now, how to perform the calculations. That's very interesting and useful tool when you work on worksheets. Okay. So it is one of the most powerful feature in Excel, and it is the ability to calculate the numerical information by the help of formulas. Okay. So we can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of the numbers by using the formula function. I will be teaching you the formula functions also, and even we can operate these things by just typing. Suppose I want to add B3, C3, D3, E3, F3 and G3. Okay, so what is coming in B3? This is E tables on Monday, E table on Tuesday, it is on C3, E tables on Wednesday, again D3, E3 contains E tables on Thursday, then F3 contains E tables on Friday, then Saturday shows the E tables on this G3 shows the E tables on Thursday. And then the total has to come at this location. Okay, so what is the location? Location is H3. We want the output to be displayed on H3. So what we'll do, we'll come here, we'll put a equal to sign, and we are going to write B3, C3 plus D3 plus E3 plus F3 and plus G3, and the sum will be displayed on H3 location. Then there is another way to write is the putting the formula over there. Now how to put the formula? We have to write the formula in this way, equal to, then sum, then we put a bracket, like I'm going to write it like this, equal to, then we put sum, then bracket, B3, that means it is the starting location of the cell, colon G3. So this shows all the cells coming between B3 and G3 are getting added and their sum is getting displayed here, right? And moreover, we have a auto sum feature as well. Okay, so if you click on auto sum feature, it is also going to find the sum of the cells which you want to add. Okay, so to make the use of auto sum option, just move the cell pointer to cell H4, make sure, then click on auto sum button and Excel will just suggest the range. This is the range, just accept the range by pressing the enter key, and the sum of the values from B4 to your G4 will be displayed in H4. Got it? This is how we can use different ways to find the sum. Now mostly when you work on worksheet and you want to switch from one worksheet to another. So when we add the number of worksheets, only few worksheets can be seen on the switch. Okay. So to switch between the worksheet, we have a button control and page up, control and page down. So these are the combination of keys. When you want to switch to one worksheet, just press control and page up. We will go to the previous worksheet. Again previous, control, page up. And when you press control and page down, see these two keys must be pressed together. Keep your control key pressed on the keyboard and press key down, or this page down or page up. So you will be able to switch to one worksheet to another worksheet by pressing control page up and control page down. Now second is, if you have completed your work and you need to rename your worksheet. So children, to rename a worksheet, just double click on the sheet tab and you want to rename, which is at the bottom. I have shown you, when you get a sheet, on the bottom it's written sheet 1. So just go to that location, sheet 1, double click over there and just write down the new name which you want to give and press enter key. So when you press enter key, you will see the file name is changed to the new name. The sheet name has changed to the new name. Suppose you have one sheet keeping the record of January month, then another sheet has a record of February, March. So you want the first sheet to be named as January 2022, then second sheet as February 2022. So click on the first sheet. There's another way to do it as well. Just go to the sheet and right click on the sheet tab which is to be renamed. And once you right click, you'll get the option rename over there. So just click on the rename option. The old name will be deleted when you press any key and the new name will be added over there. So type the new name, press enter, your new name to the sheet will be assigned. Now, if your work on one sheet is done and you need to work on another sheet of the same book, I'm not saying to close the book, I'm not saying to open a new book, the book remains same and you want to go to another sheet of the book. So to add a new worksheet, just select the sheet before which you want to place the new worksheet. It can be before the sheet, it can be after the sheet. Okay, so after that, you right click on the sheet tab and select the insert option, and the insert dialog box will appear with the worksheet option selected. Just you have to do is click on OK and you will notice that a new worksheet gets inserted before the selected worksheet, right? So just click on the new sheet icon. This is a plus sign, we call it a new sheet icon, which is present next to the sheet tab. So once you click on this, you will find a new sheet is added in the book which is currently open. Okay, and it could be done with insert sheet option in the cells group on the home tab. Okay, now you have learned how to insert a sheet, but sometimes you already have a sheet and you want to remove the worksheet. So select the worksheet name tab on the sheet that you want to delete, then right click on the sheet tab and select delete option. Okay, how to do it? Click on delete and then delete sheet, and then this delete sheet comes in the cell group on the home tab. So all these options you will follow from the home tab. Go to home tab, then there select the cell option, and there you want to delete and go to delete and click on delete sheet. Now comes how to save a workbook. So children, once your work is done or you have to carry on the work the next day, it could be the possibility you need the file to be saved in the computer memory, secondary memory, where it will be saved with the proper name at proper location where you want to store it, and which could be opened next time whenever you require it. So for that we use saving a workbook. What will you do? You will click on the file tab. In the file tab, select the save option and then you get save as pane on the screen. So once this is a save as pane, here it's written save as. Now you have to browse where you want to save the file. So click on the browse option and the save as dialog box will appear. You have to select the folder in which you want to save the file. So you select the folder and write down the file name. Here it's initially by default you could see book 1 is written, but you want to don't keep these names book 1, book 2. You must specify a proper name to the sheet which will be visible here, which will tell you what is the purpose of this book. Suppose you are storing the marks of the student in the first term, you will store it as marks first term. Suppose you are storing the marks of different sections of grade 5, so you will say marks grade 5A, marks 5B. So just by the name of the file you will come to know what is there inside the file. Okay, and after this you are going to click on the save as. Just give the file name and click on the save button. So this is the save button, children, and when you click on the save button, the file will be stored as XLS. This is the secondary name, the extension of your file which is stored in the Excel worksheet. Right? Now is the time for revising what you have done. So let's quickly do this exercise. Click, just tick the correct answer. We start. First is, in Microsoft Excel, dash button is used to perform addition of the range of the cell. So when you want to do the addition of the range of the cell, we click on auto sum. Okay? And by default, an Excel worksheet displays dash worksheet. So by default, there is only one worksheet, single worksheet, which is displayed by Excel worksheet, and gradually you can add any number of sheets inside it. Okay? Then we have dash box shows the address of active cell. What is the name of that box? That is cell. Okay? And then we have in a worksheet, there are, you studied it, 16,384 columns. Okay? And then what do you see? The next one, by default, numbers are dash aligned. You remember we talked about the alignment? Numbers are always left aligned and the text is always right aligned. Good. So we are going to select left aligned. Okay. Then we have fill in the blanks. We'll do fill in the blanks, and then true false you can do yourself. So come, let's see. Formatting feature improves the appearance of sheet. So whatever sheet you have, its appearance is improved by the formatting feature which is available on the MS Excel. And dash button places the content in the center of the cell across the number of columns and rows. Yes, that is merge and center. After that, dash bar shows the data and formula entered in the active cell. Yes, this is formulas bar. Then after that, a worksheet becomes active by clicking on the dash tab. So how does a worksheet become active? Worksheet become active by clicking on the data tab. After that, we have fifth number, dash move the cell pointer to the last used cell. Good. It is control plus end. It helps you to reach the last cell of the last used cell of your active worksheet. So I hope you have enjoyed learning it. Just a quick review of what we have learned so far. Come on, Microsoft Excel. What is Microsoft Excel? It's a popular spreadsheet software developed by Microsoft. And MS Excel has got many inbuilt formulas like sum, average, minimum, and we can use these formulas wherever you require as per your needs. After that, there is an Excel window that appears on the screen, and the name of the Excel window is workbook. Right, children? And then the number of rows and columns. We have learned it earlier. It is 10,576 rows and 16,348 columns. Children, active cell helps you to identify what cell is being worked with and where the data will be entered. Along with that, the formulas. What are the formulas? These are the mathematical equations which involve numbers, values, where you could use the symbols, mathematical operators to get the certain calculation done, which is to be stored in the Excel sheet. So, you enjoyed learning. I believe you had a lot of fun and a great exposure about MS Excel in this video. Catch you later, and I have much more treasure for you in the upcoming videos. Keep watching. Till then, goodbye and happy learning.